Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to the 9th episode of my Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker Expanded Edition novel series. Today, I'll be sharing the part of the novel where Rey confronts the Emperor. This does include Rey and Palpatine's thoughts during the Battle of Exegol. Yeah, this is pretty insane. It's pretty breathtaking, it's pretty cool. Exegol is probably one of my favorite parts in the film. Yeah, if not my favorite part. Yeah. So I really enjoy it. This can change the whole perspective of the scene and the whole perspective of the story as well. So I really hope you go on to enjoy this video. And if you do, make sure to leave a like down below, as it does help out the channel and I would really appreciate it. Also subscribe to join the Kenobi crew and to be enrolled in the TK Jedi Order, because I have now hit 300 subscribers. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Go check out on my most recent video other than this one, my Obi-Wan Kenobi tribute. The pinned comment should be from me, and it should say me asking if I should play LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga again. And possibly run a series on my channel. If you do want me to, please reply to that comment and follow the instructions there on that video. Anyway, let's get right into this one. The Emperor said, "The time has come." As one, thousands of disciples fell to their knees, chanting something in a language Rey had never heard. Palpatine's eyes widened with zeal. "With your anger you will take my life, and you will ascend, as I did when I killed my master, Darth Plagueis." He grinned, showing grey teeth and oozing red gums. "Now, raise your saber and strike me down." Rey frowned. Luke had warned her about this. "All you want is for me to hate, but I won't. Not even you. Weak, like your parents." She shook her head. "My parents were strong. They saved me from you." As if reading her thoughts about Luke, the Emperor said, "I've made this very proposal before, but on that unfortunate day, Luke Skywalker had his father to save him. You do not." The cavernous room shook. Light poured down as a vast stone ceiling opened, revealing Star Destroyers silhouetted against a furious sky. The Resistance fighters were gnats in comparison, darting in and out, dodging fire from monstrous cannons and Final Order TIEs. Explosions lit up the sky. Their friends were dying. "They don't have long, and you are the one who led them here," the Emperor pointed out. Tears filled her eyes. The Resistance fighters were losing badly. The Emperor was manipulating her, yes, but he was doing it with the truth. This was her fault. "Strike me down. Take the throne as Empress. Reign over the new empire, and the fleet will be yours to do as you wish. Only you have the power to save them all. Refuse and your new family dies." The thought swelled in her head until she was giddy with it. Empress? Would that be so bad? Maybe taking on this mantle would be worth it. To bring peace, to save her friends. The whole galaxy would have no choice but to be saved. Rey stared, agonized, at the battle above her. "Very well," Palpatine said. "Finish them." "Wait," she said. "Wait." He paused, thinking she was nearly his, but her presence was masking itself known to her, even through the cloud of evil and rage and terror. She gazed off into the distance for a moment, probing, all the while shielding her thoughts. Kylo Ren had given her lots of practice at shooting her thoughts. She turned back to the Emperor, filling her mind with thoughts of surrender, with resignation. Her grandfather smiled indulgently. "Good," he said. "It is time for a scavenger to rise as an Empress. Strike me down and pledge yourself as a Sith." "The ritual begins," the Emperor cried out, and the massive followers surrounding them responded with a ceremonial chant so loud and deep it shook the very ground. She will strike me down and pledge herself as a Sith. The lightning in the cavernous cathedral intensified, reflected against her grandfather's milk-blind eyes. She took one step forward, another. Thought shielded her from the Emperor. She sent out her awareness, searching. There! She just had to stall a little bit longer. She will draw her weapon, the Emperor intoned. Rey made her face blank. She unhooked Luke's lightsaber and ignited it. She will come to me, he said, and the crowd responded with a collective yell. Rey stepped closer still. Her grandfather smelled like rotting meat. She will take her revenge, Palpatine boomed. Rey continued to approach. His power was intoxicating. She found herself raising her weapon, almost against her will. If not for the other presence in her mind, bright and shining with light, she would not have been able to resist him. And with the stroke of her saber, the Sith are reborn! The Jedi are dead! Wave after wave of triumph emanated from him, and along with it came knowledge, memories. Maybe it was their shared blood that enabled her to see his thoughts, but somehow she could, and Rey saw it then, how he had done it, what he was about to do again. Falling, 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 down a massive shaft, the betrayal sharp and stinging, a figure high above, black-clad and helmeted and shrinking fast. His very own apprentice had turned against him, the way he himself had turned against Plagueis, whose secret to immortality he had stolen. Plagueis had not acted fast enough in his own moment of death, but Sidious, sensing the flickering light in his apprentice, had been ready for years. So the falling, dying Emperor called on all the dark power of the Force to thrust his consciousness far, far away, to a secret place he had been preparing. His body was dead, an empty vessel, long before it found the bottom of the shaft, and his mind jolted to new awareness in a new body, a painful one, a temporary one. It was too soon. The secret place had not completed its preparations. The transfer was imperfect, and the cloned body wasn't enough. Perhaps Plagueis was having the last laugh after all. Maybe his secret remained secret, because Palpatine was trapped in a broken, dying form. The heretics of the Sith Eternal toiled, splicing genes, bolstering tissue, creating unnatural abominations in the hope that one of these strand casts would succeed and become a worthy receptacle. The heretics would do anything, risk anything, sacrifice anything, to create a cradle for their god consciousness. Nothing worked, but their efforts were not entirely in vain. One genetic strand cast lived, thrived even. A not quite identical clone, his son, but he was a useless, powerless failure. Palpatine could not even bear to look upon such disappointing ordinariness. The boy's only worth would lay in continuing the bloodline through more natural methods. And it was through that eventual union, unexpected as it was, that Rey was born, the perfect vessel, strong enough to contain all the power of the Sith, his granddaughter. The vision shifted. It was Luke, sitting cross-legged on the island of Ahch-To, trembling with effort as he projected himself onto the battlefield of Crate. And yet another flash, this time of Leia in her jungle quarters, giving everything she had to send a final thought to Ben. They were all manifestations of the same power, and now Rey would use it in her own way. Well, there you go, guys. We got a bit of a look at Palpatine's transformation in Return of the Jedi, how it happened. Got a bit of an insight and a bit of a look at Operation Cinder from Battlefront 2, the campaign story mode, which was also a novel itself. Yeah, it was a true style story as well. Yeah, we also got to see how Palpatine planned Operation Cinder, and the planning that was behind it, and the format, and and the structure of it. Yeah, we also got to see how all the Sith spirits were flowing to Rey and live in her. But yeah, pretty cool, very cool, very interesting, very theoretical. There's a lot of theories that could come out of this video. Some I may release later as other videos, a bit more down the track. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. As before I said, it does help out the channel, and help out this video. Subscribe so you can join the TK Jedi Order and the Kenobi crew, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the rest of this series, because I'm telling you, the next couple videos left in this series that I've got planned for so far are absolute bangers. And also so you don't miss the rest of my Star Wars Saturday series, which will be going on for quite some time, and all the other content I post, and maybe some Lego Star Wars series coming soon, and other things I post, including Fortnite. Yeah, so please subscribe. Thank you for 300 subs. Appreciate it a lot. And as always, may the force be with you always.